So these are the renders that I didn't want anyone else to see. I did my very best to remove them online, but I think it just disappeared on its own. If you're learning 3D or you're just curious, you need to see them. So may I request for a 10-minute silence for this? I'm kidding, I'm not going there. This was one of my first renders in Maya, and genuinely, at the time, I was really, really proud of it. I remember thinking, that's a kitchen right there. Like, if someone asked, is this a kitchen? I would have confidently say, yes, absolutely. Looking at it now, the first thing I noticed is, well, I noticed a lot of stuff. Like a lot of stuff. But the materials stand out. Everything seems flat, the shading seems flat, except for when it's super reflective and super refractive. I couldn't see proper bumps on the wood, the metal things. The porcelain pot are really, really reflective and shiny. The glass right here, the refractivity, is too much. Right. Look at them apples. It's like you can see the reflection of the entire universe from here. So apparently in 2011, I thought all the materials are made of the same substance. Polished optimism. Back then, I didn't realize that real materials, take note of the word understand, I didn't understand that real materials have variations. Like nothing in real life is perfectly even, perfectly smooth, or perfectly clean. All the imperfections is what's making things beautiful. And then there's the lighting. Dun dun dun. Like, I think I lit this kitchen with a directional light. I mean, it doesn't even have a ceiling. Look, you can see the sky. Why is there no ceiling? Again, I think I didn't know how to use area lights at the time. Like, let's just put a directional light. It works. You can see stuff, right? It does the job. There's no softness, there's no mood, there's no vibe. It's not giving. It's like this kitchen is outdoors. And I think I wasn't lighting a space. I was just trying to make sure that everyone, my audience, can see the things that I want. And then I collected and put it here. I mean, look at the apples. So yeah, emotionally, I think it has no chill. It has no chill at all. Because back then, I didn't know that shadows can tell you a feeling. Shadows can tell you where you are and how a space feels. And then, there's this car. Yes, I modeled a car from scratch. And it stings a little because I thought I really did a great job. I mean, it's the new Mazda CX series, so the model is very basic. I mean, look at this. There's no thickness whatsoever here. The different glasses are not showing properly. And the metal materials, oh my gosh. And the reflections on the ground right here, which I improved, by the way, by putting like a tiling material here. At the time, I think I was using Mental Ray. I didn't know how to use rendering setup, rendering and sampling. So we have like artifacts here. Also looking back, at the time I thought the more reflections you have, the more real it feels or look. It's one of the most common mistakes beginners do when they render. So I pushed the reflections like a lot. But yeah, I learned that realism is not about more reflection, but it's about more controlled reflection. I didn't know how to light, so it guides the eye to show form, shape, and intention. Another keyword, intention. So the light was just present. It's just there. So is the car. Here's the thing though. None of these were wrong. I think it was just very, very early. Like at this stage, I was just trying to fix the problems that I knew existed at the time. I just didn't know about the rest yet. You can't really fix lighting if you don't understand light. And you can't add realism before you know what realism is actually made of. But you know what? This work did what it's supposed to do. It got me to the next level. When I started in the studio as a junior artist, like everything clicked. Not all at once, of course. Started with a little moment. Like the first time someone asked me, what lighting setup are you using? And I remember thinking, oh, there are setups? Up until then, I didn't know that I was using the wrong approach because I was just putting lights everywhere. Putting a lot of lights everywhere. Lights that I didn't even need in the scene. Then someone would casually say, do you want to try this setting? I have this setting, do you want to try it? Or what happens if you lower this? What if the key light comes from here? And that's where I learned lighting and other things as well, not just lighting, from other artists who's been doing it for years. I realized that realism is built in layers, technically and artistically. So when I start lighting scenes, it's not about, it stopped being how many lights do I need? Or do I turn on all the lights? And it became, so what kind of story are we trying to say? Are we trying to portray? What is this image trying to tell us? Where is the light coming from? What time of day it is? What should the audience feel when they see the shot? I think this goes to juniors who are scared of not knowing enough. So don't be afraid to ask and be curious. Sometimes I didn't even know what to ask. So I'd say things like, how would you approach this? Does this feel right to you? Can you show me how you would light this? Or can you show me how you would model this? Are my topologies right? Here I am now. Same software, same artist, but with different eyes this time. Because when I was starting out, I didn't know a lot of things. I was only solving the things that I could see at the time. And every time my eyes improved, new problems appear. And every time that happened, I feel uncomfortable. But that discomfort is a sign that I was growing. I was learning, and I will strive to continue learning. So yeah, some artists, they have artworks that they don't want anyone else to see. And those renders are not embarrassing. I think they're proof that learning happened. So yeah, I'm posting them back on the internet.